to adjust my camera. Let's see. I'll just move this up one. Yeah. This isn't bad. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Probably just move it a little bit over more. It's a little like, oh yeah, hold up. Okay, yeah, it's a little crooked. All right, yeah, that works. I messed with my camera settings, and oh, hold up. Hide view, there we go. I changed my camera settings, and I like them better. It's still not like great. It still makes my I know it's such a goofy thing to fix on. It still makes my hair look weird. But I like it better. I think it's better. Robbie, I don't know if you're still in here, but I appreciate it. I appreciate the love on the waiting screen. I thought it was cute. I thought it fit, especially when I was doing Pokemon consistently, like all the time. Which Pokemon will be back Wednesday. Lately, I've been wanting Wednesday to be kind of like my React fitness related content day, but I think just this week it just made more sense to have that be today because the Arnold just happened this weekend, which whoa, this music. Let me find something more chill. I don't know, is this more chill, or are they all like pretty upbeat? Yeah, let me find. Let's see. Which this works. We are not gaming today, but I like it. Just because it's more chill. Let's see. Okay. If you don't know, which I think the only people tuning into this stream do know what the Arnold is. But if you're interested, Arnold Sports. Basically is this big ol' daggle, I would call it a convention. It's like, think Comic-Con, but like all strength sports. So like, bodybuilding, powerlifting, and, Strongman. Strongman's a big one. Which every year I've went, I have not watched a lot of the Strongman. I did like this the most recent time I went. But you know what? Strongman always draws the biggest crowd. So it made it kind of hard. But yeah, I would say imagine like several days and it's basically Comic-Con. You get to like meet all the people. Let me see. I don't know if the website is just blank because it just happened. Expo, sports and events. Okay, maybe not. I don't think that's me. But, let me see. Arnold Expo. Yeah, let's go to their Instagram. And Arnold, obviously Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I forget. Okay, cool. I forget what made him decide to host it in Columbus. There's a reason. There is a reason. But the convention center itself is very large. My biggest complaint is just that it is like early March in Ohio is still so cold. And like parking is really hard to find. So you're typically like just walking. And Ubers are hard because it's like, you know, Columbus is like very congested. And then you throw in like a huge expo, which I believe draws 50K people a day. How many people attend Arnold each year? Yeah, over 100,000 each year. and I believe about 50K a day. Obviously, a lot of those are repeats. You don't typically just go for one day. But I will say, I remember last time I went and it was Friday, and I was like, this is crazy. This is pretty busy. And then I realized that, or not even I realized, then we show up Saturday and there is like what feels like almost double the people, which makes sense. Saturday. I think that's a lot of people that are like local that are like just coming down for the day. But yeah, Saturday is nuts. Like, again, it felt like double the people, and I was like, oh, I thought yesterday was a lot. I'm not a big crowds guy. I don't mind the expo too much because it's a lot of like-minded people, and so that's fun. But they do all those events. A lot of like fitness or wellness vendors show up, and some have like these huge booths. Like the Bang girls were really famous for a while. I don't know if after they I forgot to switch to my alt, but oh well. Bang booth, Arnold. Let's see if I can find anything. Like the Bang girls. The Bang girls were really notorious for a while. Let's see. They always got like really like fit girls, and they were like super high energy. And then I don't want to click on this because it looks, I don't know, it looks pretty low quality and loud. Oh no. Oh yeah. But yeah, see, you can kind of make out some dancing happening. Let me see. That song just cracked me up because, you know, the meme. Let's see. Hey, there's me. But so these vendors have these really big booths. Some will like kind of give stuff away. Like if you, like some of them will have like little activities. They're like, if you can do 100 squats in a minute, then like you can win a thing, or they'll just give you a free thing. Like I think Robbie got like a tub of protein one year just for doing, I want to say it was like 100 squats in like, maybe it was 2 minutes. But that was an activity they had while you're waiting in line because these lines get crazy. So participants get a lot of free stuff. I would argue you get really close to like your money's worth of free stuff, especially if you either leave room in a suitcase or if you drive. You can really like, you can make out really good. All right, let me pull the stream up just to make sure everything's like looking good. Let's see. View. Let's see. Let me actually, I posted on Instagram that I was going live on Twitch, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to share it. I'm going to share the YouTube if people prefer that. And then we'll get, let's see, and then we'll get into the meat of it. But let me see. As for the bodybuilding, we're going to start with bodybuilding because that's like, I'm the least in the sauce on that in particular. There was a time like bodybuilding like got me more into strength training, and there was a time when I was really interested in it, like, and the community, but I don't know, you know. After a while, like when I figured out, well, when I found powerlifting and I like figured out I would probably never, I mean, I knew it pretty early on, I would never compete in bodybuilding. And a lot of the people I followed and I was a really big fan of, they just stopped competing. So it's kind of like I've been having a hard time being into football, like especially since I'm a Packers fan, and since Aaron Rodgers left, it's been hard. Um, just with him, and then he went to the Jets and like didn't do much. It's kind of like you kind of realize you're like, oh, like there's some like people here that are really like integral to my experience, you know, or like when it's like when a important member of a band like leaves and you stop listening. It's kind of like that. So like not so much anymore, but I was a big DLB fan for a while there. And I think she won the Olympia, won the Arnold, and then just never won again. But she was coming in second. Like, she was doing good. But she, like, went over it recently. You know, on paper, like, a lot of people, let me do YT if you prefer. And I'll drop the link. On paper, people were like, well, she started losing. But I think she had been doing bodybuilding for, like, 10 years up until that point. Dude, multi-streaming is like so much more to do. Not to complain, but it is really so much easier when I sit down. I see why a lot of people don't do it. Let's see. Where do I want to put this? Let me see. I'll say YT link if you prefer. Okay. Okay. That's fine. I feel fine about that. I haven't even been sharing when I've been going live, so just having something out there feels fine. Y'all, my Instagram is linked on my profile page. Y'all find me over there. But yeah, so I haven't been as into it, so we are just going to watch a few clips. And there is one thing I have in mind that I want to look at. And then we can kind of move along. All right, cool. Let's see. So now that I have everything set up, let's go ahead. Let's see. So biggest thing. Let me see. So I did 2025. You can just see my search history here. I think it's all pretty. I don't know what this is, but other than that, I think it's all pretty. This is, okay, no. Not all of this is my search history. I think some of these are like recommendations, because I did not look for this. It found me, but I did not look for it. Y'all, I was so excited. You even remember, I was so excited. Not so excited, but I was looking forward to the meeting on Friday at the White House. And I was like, oh, this, we're going to, move in like a positive direction. Nope. That is not what happened. Let me see here. Arnold bodybuilding. Let's see. Arnold bodybuilding winners 2025. See how quick they are with their media. Let's see. Let me see. Wins. He wins the 2025. Okay, cool. This is a minute and a half. And I'll turn up my desktop audio a little bit so y'all can hear better, since we're not just listening to music. So I do not know this man. I've not seen this man.
Officially won the 2025 Arnold Classic. This victory comes after the former Mr. Olympia champion dropped to 3rd place last year.
This is AI voice. Right off the bat, AI voice. I get they're trying to churn these videos out, but what is so hard about just having someone read the voiceover? Like, you just have anyone read it. You don't have to, like, be a VA. You just have somebody read it.
This Arnold Classic victory is confirmation that Derek is not out of the conversation for this year's incoming Mr. Olympia competition. Initially starting his successful career in the men's 212 division, Derek Lunsford won the men's 212 Olympia title in 2021. He later transitioned into Men's Open, where he eventually won the Mr. Olympia title in 2023. With this victory, Derek Lunsford solidified himself as an iconic force in the Men's Open division. However, it was short-lived after not only losing the 2024 Mr. Olympia, but dropping down to third place. The bodybuilding fan base was split on the future of Derek Lunsford. Some claiming that this was a sign that his peak was behind him. Others claimed that this was a fluke and that he would be back stronger than ever. This
I like the info.
2025 Arnold Classic victory.
And if it's not
Derek
AI
Lunsford
voice,
firmly in the ladder.
it sounds like
Not only did he win a major competition title, he did so against the current Mr. Olympia champion, who had just beaten him last year. While it may be too soon to tell, this new victory at the Arnold Classic provides momentum for Derek Lunsford to make a massive third place last year.
Okay,
This
so this is
Arnold-
interesting to me. This is mainly
in
what I wanted to look at,
2023, with
looking at the winners. I kind of want to see what the meta is. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm done eating. Apologies. First place, Derek Lunsford. I know of Samson. I know Brandon. Okay, I know William. Don't know, like I've seen them compete before. Okay. Do you think, yeah. You think that's his real last name? You think that's his government name? It could be. It could be. All right, Derek Lunsford. Okay. Samson. Dauda. Guys, circle his face. He's looking at him. I think this is meant to look like side-eye, but he's literally just like looking at him.
Our second place award,
Okay.
Samson Dauda.
He's like, all right.
Wow.
He's like, I guess that's how it is.
Samson Dauda.
I hate that. I hate when it's like intro, or not even intro. It's like intro clip or like money clip, and then it's like intro, and then it just repeats what happened.
Wow.
Like, just pick up where you left off if they're gonna be that back to back.
And you hear a mix in the crowd. It's a mixed reaction in the crowd.
So this is a huge upset in the bodybuilding world as Derek Lunsford has officially taken
Not
down
AI.
the reigning Mr. Olympia,
You love to see it.
306 pounds classic mass monster Samson Dauda in the
Okay.
Arnold Classic 2025. And this victory marks a major shift in the open bodybuilding division.
And for one last time from the 2025 Arnold Classic.
See, that's what I'm trying to figure out is what the meta is.
Title sponsor Mutant, Mr. Jim McMahon back out on stage.
Man, they're making him wait for it,
We
huh?
will take the first place medal. The check for $500,000.
The piece of cardboard representing your check for $500,000.
2025 Arnold Classic champion, to your winner, Derek Lunsford.
Let's see.
Derek has arguably brought the best package on stage, showcasing crisp muscle separation and much sharper conditioning with noticeably improved legs. Whereas the mass monster Samson Dauda even brought a heavier package, but his conditioning was not on point, which left the door open and
Hold on. No, they look good though. That's the funny thing about the Arnold is it's very apparent what Arnold is going for, and you can tell Arnold has had and he has a very strong hand still in like what flies and what doesn't.
left the door open, and Derek did not miss the chance to sneak in as
Like,
the last man standing.
These
to
are
knock
still not like the biggest
on
men
God.
we've ever seen in the in the men's open
on the
bodybuilding.
classic stage. With this victory, Derek has sent a message loud and clear to his fellow Olympians, including Hardy
But he's been
Chopin.
very vocal about being like, Hey, these men are starting to look gross, and I'm tired of it.
that he's ready to reclaim the Mr. Olympia
Okay, so he's more conditioned. Yeah.
title this year with full force. So this rivalry is far from over, as 2025 Mr. Olympia stage is shaping up to be one of the most
see.
exciting battles.
Some people take a while to wind into it. Yeah, his glutes look a lot better. And just in general, just more separation.
As Samson Dauda, Hadi Chopin, and Derek
But still, like, I'm
Lunsford
looking at a
will
lot of their
have
midsections.
fierce
When I
fight
say
for
they
the
look good,
Sando
that's kind of what I'm
Trophy
looking at.
this year again. So massive congratulations to Derek Lunsford
Oh,
for
look at
winning
him.
his Arnold
Look at
Classic
Peepaw.
title on his first attempt.
I
with
think
$500,000
he talks to all the winners, I think. Never mind. I don't think he talks to the powerlifters at all. But he talks to the strongman winners, and he talks to the
prize money. I will be making a complete
bodybuilding
lineup
winners.
very soon, so stay tuned.
and it might
guys,
just be like the
and
number
thanks for
one
watching.
like men's
I want
open.
to dedicate tonight and this win to anybody that has been dealing with something, a setback, a struggle, a
Oh, that's
troubling
nice.
time. I don't really do this kind of thing, but I feel it in my heart. I've had a lot of things that have come up, since the Olympia that have really weighed me down and have put doubt in my mind. And I just want to dedicate this to you, to give you hope, inspiration.
That's
and
nice.
just to believe in yourself and go big and go for it. Even when you have those doubts, go for it and be who God called you to be.
All right, that's nice. It's nice. All right. Okay. So he won. And I don't believe they have women's bodybuilding anymore. Let me see. If I look, if I can go back. No, it's this one. If I go, so these are all the results. Arnold winner. And then if we go to, here we go, classic physique. Sommerfeld, I've heard of him. I've heard the name. As far as, yeah, like I don't recognize like anything, maybe one other name, which is pretty crazy. Okay, finished second to Chris Bumstead during the Olympia. Got it. And men's, so this is men's classic physique. So we'll look at Mike Sommerfeld. Motivation. Dude, these are getting popular, the nose strips, like when training and competing. Let me see. Sommerfeld, let's do Arnold, 2025. All right, so this is going to be another AI voice. We have Nick's strength and power. It's 8 minutes, though. And this is prejudging. What does he have just in general? Well, I clicked the video. We'll watch it. What's going on, guys? Nick here from Nick's Strength and Power.
All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. So the prejudging for the 2025 Arnold Classic Physique Division just wrapped up. And the first call-out was not really surprising.
Yeah, so this is prejudging.
The order of the guys in the first call-out was. So in the first call-out, you had Matt Grego, Michael DeBull,
But
Leslie Visser,
we'll just look
Mike
at 'em.
Sommerfeld, and Logan Franklin. So these are
And this is pretty standard. This is like, I was more curious to see like the men's, kind of the men's, open bodybuilding, just because, the meta does change a lot. Classic bodybuilding, they were very vocal about what they were looking for, what they wanted. Just looking with my eyeballs, first impressions, I think Mike definitely belongs
to the guys
in
that we've been
spot.
talking about a lot over the past few weeks. These are the guys that have been posting the most impressive updates. These are the guys that on paper were the favorites going into this show, maybe with the exception of Logan Franklin, who was the surprise of this entire show. Logan absolutely blew me away here, but
Logan?
we're going to talk about that in a minute.
So the
like
second
I
place
said, I
spot.
wasn't surprised by this first call out. These are the guys that we expected to see in that top group, but the order was surprising. So the order they called these guys out in, this was just kind of how it was. So Mike Sommerfeld was in the center just based off how they called him out. This was without moving anybody around yet. Now the main move that was surprising here was as this first call out progressed, they ended up moving Wesley from a more center position to the outside of this call out.
Maybe it's biased, just him being like in the center getting first call out. They're all really cut though. I was gonna say, like, look at his serratus, look at his obliques, but this one here too.
And then there was another call out
Oh, no, they're getting
excluding
their
the top
vacuums.
two guys who we'll also talk about
Look at
in a
that
minute,
though.
that Wesley
nuts.
was in. So it's almost certain based on this first call out, that second call out, that Wesley looks to be out of the conversation.
Yeah,
for
are these just their favorites? I don't. He's super lean. I think it's just he needs to get this, that, or that's just genetic. The way
even
the lat
top
inserts.
three. And it looks like at this point Wesley.
There we
who's the
go. See, he's
defending
turning his
Arnold
waist
Classic champion,
away from us.
is going to be giving up that title
It's like,
this
don't
year
look
to
at me.
somebody else. And in
From
my
the front
opinion,
though, he looks
based-
really good. He looks like a.
based on the call-outs that he was in, based on the way those call-outs went,
Is
and
this
his
Logan?
positioning, Wesley looks like he's probably going to be in 5th place. I think that's probably a safe bet based on the way they had him move. So they moved Wesley to the outside in the first call-out, but they moved Matt Grego to the inside. I think Matt Grego and Michael DeBull are looking to be
His
probably 3 and
quads
4.
too.
I would go with Matt Grego in 3rd, Michael DeBull in 4th. Probably 3 and 4.
There's
I would
this-
go with
there's
Matt
this-
Grego in 3rd, Michael DeBull in 4th.
I think he just needs to
So
add a little bit of
with
muscle in
Wesley,
some places.
though, it looks
This one
like
here.
it turned out to be true. What I talked about in yesterday's
Oh,
video.
look at this one here. I haven't been
his
looking at him
coach,
at all.
Boss of Outlaw,
See,
Stefan,
he's really.
was saying that Wesley was sick.
See, his legs are a little bit less developed to me, and his are like huge.
Well, and I said in that
His are
video
almost
that
right of center here. His legs are almost like too big. I think, like, proportionally to his upper body.
Typically,
Let me see.
when a coach kind of makes
Yeah,
that
his legs are almost, like,
pre-excuse
too
for why
big.
someone might not look good, like a day before the show, that's almost always in bodybuilding
Let's
not
say the
a
front.
good sign. And that
His
turned
quads are
out to
shredded
be
though.
true.
Oh my gosh.
Because I think
my
Wesley did
gosh.
look off here. I don't think he looked certainly not how he
Yeah, no. Mike has the look for sure. He has the look. All right. So that's that. So this is like not too surprising, but I think this was, and then this was an upset. This one was like, yeah, sure. Placing second to Chris Bumstead. And then what is this? Men's physique? Yeah, let's look. Ali Bilal. Yeah, let me just. I think he spelled that right. Why Derek won? He looked good. He looked good. He had more separation. For me, like, I don't know. Sometimes it is really obvious. Who should
Ali
get it?
Bilal, who placed second in
All right, you want
Whoa.
bigger biceps?
No.
Ali Bilal, who placed second in the 2024 Men's Physique Olympia,
And
is
no,
now
is it not
officially
this
part of
clip?
the 2025 Arnold Classic lineup. He has a very high chance of becoming the Arnold Classic champion, which would give him extra momentum heading into
His
the next
AI
Olympia.
voice.
Ali Bilal, who placed second in the 2024 Men's Physique
Yeah. No, that looks very like textbook. Looks very textbook. Men's physique, and then okay, these are the same. And then yeah, there we go. Okay, fitness. Women's fitness. Let's see, did Jacqueline Baker post her floor routine? I really should. Jacqueline Baker. Do we have any floor routine from her? Jacqueline Baker, let me do floor routine. Okay, we have one from 2021. Just kind of give an idea of what she's out here doing. So for those who don't know, women's fitness is a lot of it. I mean, a lot of it has to do with how you look, obviously, but a good chunk of what you're getting graded on is how athletic you are, like physically, which I think is pretty cool. So we'll do the more recent one. This one's less quality though. Man, 20-second intro, that's tough. Oh, I hope she doesn't have like a popular song as her. I think it is, but it should be fine. Oh, hold up. Keep not putting it in theater mode. Oh, Michael Jackson. we'll have to mute it. Dude, down in front. What are we doing? What's going on? Down in front. What is happening? But yeah, you can see, and you know, I don't know if there's a certain, like, if there's certain moves they're meant to hit, if there's certain kind of moves they're meant to hit, like if they're meant to do, you know, like kind of with like ice skating, like figure skating, you have a certain, come on, cameraman, you have certain kind of moves you're meant to be hitting, like amounts of like jumps and stuff. I don't know if they have like a minimum standard or like what even the rules are. Like how in dancing you're not allowed to like lift, or like there's a lot of moves that are outlawed in figure skating. Yeah, the explosiveness, the strength. So that's kind of what we're working with here. Let's see. So we don't have her floor routine from this year. She might have, let me check real quick if she posted it on her Instagram, Jacqueline Baker Instagram. And I'm not logged in on here. I hope this is it. No, this isn't even the right one. Hang on. It is, let me see, Jacqueline, Miss Fitness International. Here we go. Okay, so let's see. Oh, it's not going to let me watch it. I really should log in. Let's see. I don't even think she posted a floor routine. It's just her getting her with the trophy. Ma'am, you should show how good you're doing. All right. Can I watch her story? No. Okay, whatever. I probably could log in, and I would just make y'all look at something else. But I have confidence. I'm sure she did. I'm sure she did a great job. And then, okay, classic bikini. The classic bikini, the meta really hasn't changed, like, ever. It's, you know, it's very, what's the word? Consistent in what to expect from a bikini competitor, especially at the Arnold level. Now, okay, classic wellness. Funny that they call it classic wellness when, like, it's still, like, a fairly new, still a fairly new division. Did they fully get rid of women's physique too? What the heck? What the heck? Women's physique. I knew they got rid of women's bodybuilding. NPC women's physique. I guess they just don't have it at the Arnold. What the heck? They got rid of figure too. I think they kind of consolidated, or I think they kind of changed figure to wellness. What they might have tried to do is like try to kind of combine physique with figure, because it was kind of weird for a while there. You kind of didn't really know what they wanted. Man, Eduarda. It's like the female Edward. Turn this back on. Eduarda. What was her last name? Becerra. Eduarda Becerra. This is too long. 15 minutes. I might click on it if we don't have anything else. But let me see, 2024 Olympia results. Olympia results. 2024. Okay, so the Olympia still has bodybuilding. They probably have physique then. Man, Arnold... I think Arnold just does not like seeing like a big muscular woman. Arnold is like, nope, don't want it. Get it out of here. Man, let me see. When did the Arnold get rid of women's physique? No, it hasn't been since 2013. Once again, the women's. Once again, the women's physique division has been excluded. No women's physique. Been excluded from the, so she says once again, okay, so it's probably been, I was hoping last year was a one-time exclusion. Okay, so it's been since 2022 was the first year that it was excluded. That sucks, dude. That sucks. Arnold's like, these women, they're getting too manly. Too manly for me. If he can't cheat on his wife with the women competing, get him out of here. Eduardo Becerra. So let me see. Arnold. Well, we can even just let's do women's classic wellness. And I like that they called it wellness because they were like, our women are well. They are not on horse steroids. They could be, but 22 minutes. It's 2024. Here, we'll just skip.
What is
I'll
up,
just
you
skip around.
guys? Coach Ryan from Team Flex for the Arnold. We could not wait to be getting on this wellness content and talking about it with you all. And I know you're waiting. A lot of you are waiting.
So these are like the top 3
for these videos here. So we have a new Arnold Wellness champion, Eduarda Becerra. And if you guys been paying attention on the channel,
thanks.
We covered her
Thanks for the arrow.
From, literally her first comp in the NPC to the Pro Card to the Olympia to now she wins the Arnold, defeating current Olympia, wellness champion.
Okay.
Issa. So it's very crazy time for wellness division, and it kind of adds a little bit of, new stuff to the mix. So very exciting time for all of you to be wellness, to your look a little bit better, to do better on stage this season. So Eduarda, she's got.
Is it just this picture the whole time?
A bit of uneven.
All right, guys,
prejudging.
Get excited. We're looking at butts.
How they didn't really get an exact. Maybe they'll upload it later. Maybe it didn't get up.
Yeah. Hers are like the biggest, I would say. Maybe if we hover on here long enough, we'll get a good thumbnail. We'll get some more people in here.
Uploaded. I don't know. but there was no exact back pose of Issa in that from prejudging. So
oh, weird.
Let's look now at the back, because this is where the full story gets told. So,
The full
Eduardo,
story.
we talked about, okay, maybe shoulders could look a
She does have more developed. Yeah, I think that's what he's about to say. She has more developed. Has a more developed back, more developed shoulders. I just like the look of her triceps a little bit better. But that's just you can see they insert a little bit lower than he says. That's just preference, I think. But her delts are very capped and they're very striated. You see a lot of separation.
a little bit big. I think it's really just a lot of her art of how she poses, because here they do not, right? Like you look at the lower body, no chance. I mean, these are massive quad sweeps.
No
The
chance.
glutes are so developed at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, that is some serious glute development. A lot of that upper glute overall, the tie-in comes through. Everything is there. You get this 3D, that tie-in look from having a lot of development, okay? So she really, really does just like entirely clean up the whole lineup in this back pose. There's no question looking at this, in my opinion, that, okay, yeah, she clearly won. In the front, could have been a little closer, but I think even there she very much still was the clear winner. In back.
Do we have another picture? Yeah, this one's different. This is a different woman. Who's this? Who's this? They replaced my girl. Big old chest tattoo.
I do think is constantly.
So this might have been. This might have been the final judging. This might have been maybe pre-judging, and maybe this is finals, right? Yeah, this might be finals right here. Yeah. These are different distances though. Yeah, you see that like top shelf right there? Compared to over here. Like just how much more full that is. And again, some of that could be genetics.
If we look at Eduardo, it's a lot of like early Fran looks, okay? Fran CLE. So we'll have to see where that goes.
But yeah, still like her back, her shoulders. Yeah. And then I think I just want to look at okay, prejudging. Let's just look at okay, cool. Yeah. I just kind of wanted to see a few videos of them just kind of doing their thing. So this is prejudging. And this is just I kind of just want to see like the meta once again. Kind of what wellness is. Kind of wellness, honestly. Wellness to me just looks like a bigger bikini, if I'm being honest. Like just based off of first glances. I think it's developed. I think it's big shoulders, kind of like figure. Developed upper body. Probably, if I had to guess, a large V taper. Like just a developed like hourglass look. Huge glutes they're probably looking for. They might not be looking for... I guess... Oh, this is just all the groups, I guess. Well, she's number 1. What was... see, what was... Oh, okay, so she's number 3. Okay, I was like, that's not her. Let's get back to where we were. Okay, so this is just everybody. They're kind of getting out of here. If I jump to the end, I'll probably see... Oh, maybe not. She might be more developed than they're looking for. Especially these quads and like the separation I'm seeing in these quads. This might be more than what they're looking for. She's really developed. Her legs she looks really good. This one here. Her quads are huge. So this That's crazy. Yeah, she's number 1. We don't see her. We don't see her again. I wish I knew their names. Let me see. Let me get back. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it's honestly like, so if I had to like kind of guess the meta, they just look like beefier. They just look like beefier bikini, honestly. Arnold just doesn't like a beefy woman, I guess. Let's see. So this is really what I wanted to go over. I wanted to go over Sam Sulek, internet personality, internet man. I was really surprised. Does Nick Strength and Power, because he covered it. Yeah, here we go. What's going on, guys? Nick here, Nick Strength and Power. That was more moist critical. That's my beat.
All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. So the Arnold Classic Amateur, where Sam Sulek was competing.
Sam looks so different with short hair and without a hat.
They just had their prejudging this morning. Sam already went on stage. And I think the general consensus from what most people have seen so far is that Sam definitely improved and looked better from the show that he did 2 weeks ago in Vegas to qualify for the Arnold Amateur. He kind of fixed the issue with his legs. I still noticed it a little bit, but for the most part,
I wonder what that
his
was.
legs looked tremendously better than they looked at that Vegas show, and I think a big part of that was just fixing his posing and making sure that he was constantly flexing his quads in the other poses that weren't necessarily, leg showing off poses. But I think overall his conditioning looked tighter here. This was a sharper package for him. I thought his color looked a little bit better, his tan. And I think that overall he made the
Sometimes you can't help the
that he
tan.
needed to make. And also,
a lot of times you have to get tanned by whoever the host, so like through Arnold or through the just through the affiliate.
The first call out for his class.
So sometimes you can't help the tan.
Chance of at least winning his class. So to be clear,
varies.
what does Sam?
But on an upside, everyone's getting the same tan.
Sulek need to do here to leave the Arnold Classic with a pro card? So Sam would not only have to win his class, but he'll have to win the overall comparison to get his pro card. So
you know what's so crazy is just how huge he looks in all of his videos. In this, that is so crazy. That is just so crazy what the gap is. Because if you like compare like that, like these aren't great pictures obviously, but like this to this, that is so crazy. And he looks so huge in all of his videos. All right, now let's see. He has his own video. I might skip around there real quick. Now that he got his pro card, he's like, or he won amateur, he's like, IFBB pro arm workout. Now everything he does is just going to be it's just IFBB pro. I thought I saw like a better video recapping everything from him, but maybe not. Yeah, so this is like a vlog.
Everybody was getting their early meals in, I guess, and now they're ready to come check in.
Okay, yeah, this is fully just a vlog. Dang, I was hoping he would post like, how did Sam win the overall? Oh no, not Greg. We can't put up Greg. How did Sam Sulek win the overall? Let me see. I forget his isms. I don't watch him as much anymore. I was gonna say, I need a little bit more just to get a good. Could I beat Sam? Could I beat Sam Sulek? I don't know. Maybe. Okay. That's it. That's really what I wanted to go over. I wanted to kind of go over the highlights and then Sam winning. I was just so surprised how, like, I mean, I know he's been working hard for a really long time and he's been very, like, dedicated, but I just was not expecting him to, like, just show up and win everything he's been doing between the Olympia and here. But yeah, there you go. Yeah. Let's see. So that's everything in terms of bodybuilding. Kind of caught up, assessed the meta. And then we are going to go over Strongman. And thankfully, Rogue is way more on top of updating. Biggest question mark is the length of the videos. Let's see. I don't think they've fully, like, chopped them up yet. This is the timber carry. No, they haven't really, like, chopped them up yet. Do they have shorts? Full live stream. This is the elephant bar. Full live. Let's just we'll go to Rogue. We'll go to their page by way of this video. Nope. Let me see. Videos. Full live. Let's see. Can you guess the name of all of Arnold's pets? It's an interesting, activity to make them do. But basically the events were kicked off. They usually kick off with, like, the heavy deadlift, which is with the Rogue elephant bar. That's why it's so bendy.
And you can time your next attempts a little better and not have so many mix in between.
I noticed that Thor's opening at 9:01. Now,
Let's
as someone
see.
that can hit a deadlifter, that can hit a record on the deadlift.
These are, like, the only things I actually, like, watched. Actually, you know what we can do? Let's watch Mitch's video. Let's watch Mitch's video, and we'll see how much he recaps everything. And we'll kind of go over the events, and I can kind of talk about what I remember. But spoiler alert, Mitch Hooper did win again the three-peat. He has won every Arnold he's ever competed in, which is pretty crazy.
I'm in the lead right now, hoping to bring it home today. Wish me luck. A couple of events to go. Today we've got the max jerk, we've got the timber trial, and we have stone to shoulder.
Okay, so this is day 2.
Well, just have to go and execute and hopefully bring home the three-peat. You already know the results, so either congratulate or give your condolences down in the comments. As usual, lift them and be kind. Let's get after it. As the world's strongest man.
Look at him, he's got members only content. Oh, here we go. We'll watch day 1, and then we'll kind of go over the women briefly. The women.
Good morning. I'm excited, dude. I'm very excited for you. It's a big day. Have fun, yeah? Soak it in. I am. It's never the same as your.
Oh, this is the Let Me Know podcast. This is their intro. Check it out. I guess they just went with, like, whatever, like, DMCA free. Let Me Know podcast. This is their intro. They've gone too far. Look at me. I've watched, like, all of these. Oh, I haven't watched this one.
And
I haven't finished this one yet.
they've drawn each other naked.
Okay, Ryan Murphy.
What are they talking about? You're just going to have to watch to find out.
Welcome back to the Let Me Know podcast. I'm Sam.
And I'm Caroline.
We are talking about the Golden Globes today. So, in Hollywood fashion, we're going to be very Botoxed up.
I'm almost positive it's the same. That or hang on.
Hello.
Hope
Happy
you have
holiday.
a lawyer.
Happy holiday.
See you next week.
Peace.
No, it's the outro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, check it out. Oh, dang it, hang on.
Or get me like.
Wait, wrong one.
The Pokemon Company just announced that they are working on a game that is still in development.
What the fuck, dude? They ruined it. They ruined my moment. The autoplay. I'm gonna fully blame it on YouTube and not me being incompetent. But yeah, it's the same. I was like, I know this. Let's see. The moose is loose every time.
Your two-time defending Arnold Strongman champion.
Well, I know it's DMCA free, so that's cool.
Timing's really important. I want to make sure Thor has.
Okay, so this was cool. This is like probably if I really go over anything, it'll be this and maybe one other thing. This was cool. This might be the first time this has ever happened in Strongman. Maybe it's happened once or twice, one or two other times. But Thor was going for 501. And I believe the thing with this event is it is raw. It's on the elephant bar, but I think it's like raw with, with straps. So 501 obviously never been done without a suit. Thor did 501 in, I believe during 2020, during the pandemic. And he did 501, but that was with a suit. That was with a loose fitting and potentially single ply suit, if I'm remembering correctly. So, but probably an elephant bar. And that was also at his home gym. So he's really shooting to do it raw. Do it raw.
To do what he needs to do.
Raw next.
Tonight we're going to witness the greatest.
And what Mitch did here was he didn't have to take an attempt. He literally just walked up, touched the bar, and that's it. He didn't even take the attempt, even though he could have. Probably saving himself for the other events. Probably didn't need to go much higher. I believe at this point, and how it works is some of these events, it's like an ascending bar with like ascending weight with like certain amount of allotted attempts. And I believe it came down to the two of them. Maybe three of them, but I believe just two of them. And so I don't think he needed to make another attempt for placements or for points. He purely took this attempt so that Thor would have more time in between this attempt, or in between his previous attempt and the 501 record. And that's it. That's the only reason why he took the attempt. And you're not like penalized for like, you don't like lose points if you like miss an attempt. It's just how much weight did you get and how much weight did everyone else get. So it was a really cool moment of like sportsmanship. Him being supportive.
Make sure we get excited for that.
Here, I can do the full screen.
It's time for the mountain.
Dual bare feet. I didn't clock that upon first watch.
196 pounds.
All right, event 1 done and dusted. I pulled 996, 991, just shy of 1,000 pounds.
Okay.
I probably had 20 to 30 pounds in the tank. Perfect start. Came second to Thor. He pulled 1026. He missed the 501 kilo off the ground. It was just too much today. It's such a big number. To try to do that raw, insane. Props to him for giving.
But still, over 1,000 pounds raw. That's great.
That's
awesome. That's
the
incredible.
most difficult stuff is saying, I think I can do something, and then falling flat. But we got more events to come. Overhead medley is next. My training has been going phenomenal for that. So potentially we could walk away with our first event win if I execute well.
Thor also took a lot of like what was or like could have been like the prime of his here.
Thomas Inch lift here.
We'll have a little bit just for background noise. A lot of what could have been his prime strongman years, Thor stepped away, partially for personal reasons, partially to pursue boxing. But I'm really curious if like we lost out on some prime deadlift years. And actually, one of the reasons why he stepped away from strongman was some drama. There is actually a good bit of drama in strongman. Believe it or not. Not so much last year. Outside of like competitors behaving badly in their downtime. But nothing like, you know, in the Fed.
Second to last athlete, your two-time defending champion, the
So yeah, event number 1, max deadlift. Event number 2, they usually have like some kind of like shoulder pressing medley. I believe this is, it's like too smooth to be a natural stone. Some kind of stone, like stone press. And then the log press here. The Austrian oak. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I love how, and I know like he's put a lot of thought into it. I love how cranked back he presses. He almost makes it more of like a chest press for himself. And I think it's funny. And I know he has the mobility for it.
Okay, I got the dumbbell, got the stone without much issue. The log, I've just been having a weird time with log cleans. That being said, I pressed the 195 log faster than anyone else, meaning that I came third in that event. I'm currently in the lead for the competition with pretty much the exact number of points that I thought I would have, which is perfect. We got Thor and Trey are in second, 1 point behind me, and we're going into the timber carry. So timber carry I won last year with a great time. I expect to do good again this year. I think my grip has improved from last year, but we will find out. And hopefully we can go to bed in the lead with some good events to come tomorrow, but time will tell. This year, I think my Trey are...
And then, is this a circus dumbbell? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Circus dumbbell is fun.
Not a tattoo. Yeah. What does that mean to you?
It's probably in terms of like movement that I'm like, I personally am the most like naturally inclined for in terms of strongman. That's probably my best, I would say.
Be kind to each other. Such a good example.
Everyone's talking about kindness, 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 kindness. His whole thing is lift heavy, be kind. Very nice.
Currently in court. This is a chance for Mitchell Hooper to turn in a big performance and expand that lead. But you gotta deliver here. Ladies and gentlemen, the Moose is loose.
Yeah, he's loose. Every freaking time, dude. So then here is a frame carry. One frame carry. Looks pretty beat up. gotta be honest. Looks a little beat up.
Pretty much perfect, really. You know, there's a couple of little things that I know he'll be critical of.
So Laz is Mitch's coach.
Himself with, but we're exactly where we want to be at the end of day one. 4 points in the lead, took an event win, just that consistency that we have just kind of got used to with Mitch. It's hard when you're the best because you've always got that target on your back, but he's executing. We've got a good day tomorrow, and we're exactly where we want to be at the end of the day. Lucas Hatton has been super impressive, very, very good day for him. But all of Mitch's main contenders have kind of slipped a little bit as well. So I think that consistency, continuing tomorrow, we'll get the job done.
Dad alert. We got a certified dad here. Okay. Man, I gotta see if the Animal Cage, if they posted anything. So he was in the lead. Saw some other really cool stuff. Let me see. 2025 Arnold Rogue. Oh, I shouldn't have put invitational Arnold. Let me do Strongman, because it is invite only. Strongman Classic. Let's do results, because there were a couple other things I saw that were pretty cool. But they might just not have like posted anything. Yeah, like let's see. I know Lucas probably isn't on social media like that. Let me see. So Thorbior, Bobby Thompson. Okay. Lucas. That's who I think it is. He has really short arms. Might explain some things. Let's see. Overhead medley. Trey. Lucas. Yeah. Is there any way I would be able... we are done with this one, so I can... Lucas... overhead medley. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Cool. Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, this is Strongest Man on Earth. Different thing. Oh, he is on social media like that. Okay, cool. And this is the day one recap. Okay, let's do... I said word for word, I was like, I don't think Lucas is on social media like that. But he was. He was all along. I will say this young man, I don't know how old he is. He's probably pretty young though. Very good vibes. Very good vibes up on the platform. Seems like an all-around good time gal. So he got 7th in this event, but let's watch his... Oh, here we go. We'll watch his start at 10th, and then we'll watch it into... Okay, so he missed his third. That's okay. He's got short arms.
Turns blue. When the mountains turn blue, it's cold.
Oh, British. I hope this... Surely this is DMCA free. Let's see. Okay, it looks like it. All right. Gabriette, she won. Spoiler alert. Gabby. Mm-hmm. Give her the down. Let her put it down. These judges, dude. That's the other thing. That's the other thing that was getting on my nerves this year. Just, and maybe, I don't know. And so I know Magnus Magnuson was the judge for the men. I don't know if he also judged the women. But, like, these down commands were killing me this year. Let her put it down. Okay. Okay, yeah. Oop, nope. Well, and she's also kind of, she's going a little too fast. Probably. Oh. It's just heavy. It's just too heavy. Mm-mm. It's just heavy. I'm like, but she locked out that freaking stone, dude, and she's just waiting for it. You know, drop it on her freaking head, waiting, dude. Pissing me off. It looks like Magnus Magnuson's the judge. You just, dude, just Creedence Clearwater in the background just goes to show powerlifting, strongman, local level, top level, the music is all the same. I don't make that song. 250. Yep, easy. Those short arms. Those short little arms. Short little big arms. Easy. Oh, I hate that. You saw like how bad, like they're different weights obviously, but you saw how bad Gabby struggled. Okay, so it's not Magnus judging this one. It's somebody else. Okay. Well, this guy needs to like get it together. Piss me off. Like, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be annoying. Here's where I say down. Down. A whole second before he does. Like, what are we doing? What do I gotta start like doing tricks on it for me to be able to put it down? Easy. It gets stuck a little bit. The triceps get a little like caught up. I think Magnus gave that to her. I believe she was able to complete the medley. All right, I was belly aching Magnus earlier. I think it's that other guy I had a problem with. Although I've seen some picky judging, but I mean he's one of the greatest to do it too. He's like up there in terms of like all time. Yeah, he did. He gets like what, 2 more? He did a bunch. At least 1 more, if not 2. Mm-hmm. He might get 1 more. Unless he's just tired. No, is that it? He's like, oh, I'm good. I'm good. For him, you can tell, I mean, this is most people, the hardest part is just getting it up to your chest.
Like, look, everybody's been having so much trouble getting to that implement, and you just handed an ass whooping, basically. What do you feel like right now?
You know, we have some of the best pressers in the world in this show, but they didn't respect these implements. Took my time, got it done. I'm always going to get as many points as I can.
Oh, shade. Shade from the Brit. He said they weren't respecting the implements. I think he's just built for them. Maybe it's both. A little bit of both. I think he's mostly just built good. So watch his day one, because he came in second, yeah, like overall. And by pretty close, and then it drops to third. It drops an entire 7 points, 9 points from number one. And you know, Thor's Thor, so we'll watch both of their recaps. Good on whoever's handling his social media though, getting it out quickly. Especially like for a smaller channel.
How to keep that thing from hitting the ground once he gets on the ramp. So this is kind of plays against his height almost.
It's cold in my apartment if you couldn't tell. No way they're playing CCR again. It sounds like it's coming in from the venue. I don't think this is him.
But with his stronger grip and his biggest bowling ball shoulders,
bowling ball.
I think he can get this. What do y'all think? Can we hear something?
Bowling ball shoulders.
All right. I was just making sure y'all didn't leave.
Well, he said it. He's the shortest, he's the lightest, but it's the size of the fighting the dog. 6 foot tall, Lucas Haddon.
Trying to view, I don't know if it's different, but trying to view strongman events at the Arnold was always so hard. It was always so hard to get a good spot. Yeah. Steady. Didn't set it down once. That's hard. Big man blasters, big man blasters, big man blasters. Tell me he does not look like Big Man Blasters. Oh, there you go. We get a little clip of Thor. Yeah, see, this music is obviously like they put it in. You can like tell when it's the venue. Thor had to put it down. That's crazy. A lot of them, when it gets to that like apex point, a lot of them usually have to put it down right at that spot. Here you go, a few clips, clips. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, he got a really good time.
Yeah, body is fine. So we're gonna jerk some hard. Hard jerking tomorrow. We're gonna jerk hard. This is exactly where we want it to be.
Where'd his accent go?
Yeah, let's keep going. Really
is he not British?
Mitch back here picked it, and I was like, that's a good idea. And I picked it, and the way I wanted to pick it, nosedived it. It's like, let's not
Did
do
he
that.
not sound
So
British at the start of the video? Am I smoking crack?
Yeah, it's pretty. His name's on it. Just touch it. You're fine. I'm old. Sure, just touch it. I'm old. Like it's
Am I smoking crack?
Yeah, my dad's about to sabotage this. Yeah.
I'm so...
Good?
Wait, Washington? Okay.
Here, come here.
Is this Washington? Okay. To be fair, in all fairness, to me,
Yeah, so that went good.
this is 100% cope. People from Washington do have a very peculiar accent. It explains why he threw shade earlier.
I'm actually filming the outro today.
That's more
I
of an
stopped and
American
didn't do it
thing.
yesterday,
to
but
throw
it sounds
shade.
like the comments everyone liked you guys' outro more than my outros.
Whose outros?
So, his outro
Mitch's?
more than my outro. I'm actually filming the outro today. I sucked and didn't do it yesterday, but it sounds like the comments everyone liked you guys' outro more than my outros. So set a PR in the deadlift, 926. I got forced to go out earlier than I wanted to, so 941 did not happen, and honestly I'm thankful for that because if I would have battled for that rep and died for it, it would have gained me 0 points in the end.
Yeah.
So I did what I needed to do. I scored my 4 points in the deadlift and moved on.
Yeah.
Got
There you go.
3 reps on the
Worked out.
Wow, what is that event called? The overhead gauntlet, and got max points. Won the event, and then a lot of guys left opportunities open on the frame carry. 5 guys finished, but I got it done. I said it was 50-50. I was going to get it done. I got it done. Honestly, just an honor to lift on that implement. Something I've wanted to do forever. Finished it in second. Hooper just barely got me. He had a drop and still beat me. That guy's fast. So we're in a good shape.
Yeah.
Feeling good. Let's get it for day 2.
Yeah, his speed is a really big strength. His speed and his stamina. Do they still have this?
Like, look at that guy.
They still have that at the convention center? I remember they had that like the very first time I went. That is so funny. Okay, so that was his day one. That was Mitch's day one. Let's watch Lucas's day two, and then we'll watch Mitch's day two. Sam Bellevue. Does he have his up? I would hope so. No. Okay. So we'll just watch. And it was mostly, I wanted to catch his overhead medley the most anyway. So that kind of works out. So now we'll watch.
Today we've got the max jerk, we've got the timber trial, and we have stone to shoulder. I'm capable of doing well, just have to go out and execute and hopefully bring home the three-peat. You already know the results, so either congratulate or give your condolences down in the comments. As per usual, lift them and be kind. Let's get after it.
Big old line. Oh god. Oh, actually, you know what? Before we get going, I have to double check this. I'm so sorry. This is just for me. Where does he lift? Or where does he talk? Where does he talk to us for the first time?
It's not cold yet. Turns blue. When the mountains turn blue, it's cold.
Okay, he's like, dude, he put on a voice here. So that's just on me not knowing. Sounds like Audio Slave. I guess it's not. I'll get a message about it at some point from YouTube if it is. Get on up. Get on up. All right, let's hear him here.
You handed an ass whooping, basically. What do you feel like right now?
You know, we have some of the best pressers in the world in this show, but they didn't respect these implements. Took my time, got it done. I'm always going to get as many points as I can. All right.
I thought he was just tired here. Man, dang, that's tough. All right, at least he's from Washington. At least when I first saw the W, I was like, oh, tell me that's not West Virginia. Tell me. All right. Oh, well. Yeah, like I said, that's just on me not knowing where he's from. We're not going to go over powerlifting too thoroughly, even though that's like my background. Just because I have thoughts. I'll say that. I have thoughts about the powerlifting. I got thoughts. I assume in the rules you had to stand up with it to get the pound command. You had to lock out. It's pretty standard. He'll say how much weight he did. If that's a bunch right there, I'll tell you what. It's like 500 something, yeah? Like, we're right at 500. Like, just over.
All right, event 4 done and dusted. max jerk. I hit a PB 242 kilos, and I had more.
Now, Mitch does have a funny accent, and that's because he is Canadian.
This was phenomenal. Being tactical at this stage, there was just so many guys on certain weights, so I wasn't able to push up to like my actual limit. But that's the first
push it to the
technical
limit
event that I've executed perfectly in a little while, so that feels really, really good. I've had jerks at 215 go behind my head. It would have missed the blocks, and I could have zeroed the event. So tied for second. I lost a point and a half to Lucas. I'm 2.5 up on him with 2 events where I would say I'm favored. So things are in really good shape right now. Thor was in a big tie in third. There was, I think, 4 or 5 guys tied in third, meaning that they're going to lose massive points. Lucas and I are well out in the clear now, so looks like a 2-man battle down to the last 2 events. I'm confident, I'm happy, body feels good.
He's hoppy.
And we'll see what goes.
Confident, hoppy.
2Plate Kate here. What's up? We are at the LHBK booth here at the Arnold Sports Festival.
Okay, and then this little medley here. So, I think what this is they really want to have like some kind of athletic movement that counts for strength and speed. That's not just a frame carry. Or I guess, and this is also technically partially like a loading event. And the last event of the day, that was a stone to shoulder. So it kind of makes sense. They probably wanted like something that accounted for athleticism, speed, and loading. And the biggest thing too, where Arnold has like a really large hindrance, is it has to be on a stage, like on a raised stage that has limited space. Sometimes they'll take out part of the floor if it's a really large implement, like a Conan's wheel, which, by the way, Conan's wheel was like the coolest event to watch in person for me every time I've been. But here, you know, they're kind of front loading the log and they're having to load it up and then they're going to drag it. Which this somewhat closely resembles like something you might do in the gym, like a sled pull, like a loaded sled pull. Yeah, Moose is old. If I were an announcer, I would be so annoying. People would hate me, but I would love it because I would just be like, hey, you know, I gotta move this. The Lucy Moosey. The Moosey Lucy. Oh yeah, hang on. And then Strongman, like World's Strongest Man, typically that event, I believe it usually happens during the summer. It gets filmed in the summer. That event typically ends with a stone load. I think Strongest Man on Earth usually has some kind of stone load. And so this is a little bit different. This is just a stone to shoulder. Dude, down in front. Yeah, and the biggest thing is you have to lock it out, but then you have to get one arm out to just show that you have full control over the implement. Yeah, how far back he's able to lean back is so crazy. If I cared more, if I cared more to make memes, or if I was like a right-wing content creator, I might do like saw a lot of Nazi salutes at the Arnold this weekend. Because remember, like, after Elon hit the Sig Heil, a lot of people were making excuses for him, like, no, he's just autistic. Or they were posting videos like of like these screen grabs where like just people on the left like just happen to have their arms like up, like straight up and out, and they're like, what about this? Yeah, like I could do a meme like how y'all look. Grabbing random videos of people with their arms out.
What does it feel like to share this moment with your wife, baby, right here in front of you? I'm gonna hand you the mic and move out of the way.
I do appreciate the kind of questions he asked and like the comments he gave, because it can get really samey, just always being like, what does it mean to you? How does it feel? And they're just like, feels great.
First of all, thank you to all you guys. This sport continues without me, and it doesn't without you. So thank you very much to all of you, first of all. Second of all, it was 4 years ago that nobody knew my name. No one knew who I was. I wasn't the biggest guy. I wasn't the strongest guy. But in 4 years, I've turned that into something pretty extraordinary.
Man.
So that shouldn't even be taken.
I hate that they make him talk as soon as they win, because they're like, he's pretty good. He has pretty good breath control on top of being like more athletic, but he's still like.
I'm in this beautiful coma that I'm going to wake up from at some point and be really disappointed. Or it could be taken as inspiration that in a few years, all of you guys can be a different version of yourselves as well. So, thank you very much. And for anyone out there who has a baby, you know that it's a hell of a lot of work. And training's a hell of a lot of work. And my business is a hell of a lot of work. And it leaves a hell of a lot on my wife's plate. So one time, if we could have a round of applause for Ashley.
Yeah. My wife.
It's a really cool full circle moment.
Just shine a big old flashlight in that baby's face.
She was 2 weeks old and she was supposed to be born on the day of the Arnold last year. She was born early. I left 2 weeks after she was born. Went to the Arnold UK 4 weeks after she was born. After winning those shows, it brought a tear to my eye because I didn't know if I was doing the right thing. And ultimately having them here and hearing you guys, hearing your stories, and when you watch my content and you have positive takeaways from that, makes me think that's a little bit more worth it. So again, thank you to you guys.
Yeah, that was probably a hard choice. I'm glad he kind of addressed, that was a hard choice that he had to make. See, freaking Arnold, Arnie. I'm sure he gave his words. You look incredible out there. Congratulations. But yeah, let me see. I think the biggest performance I wanted to go over, other than just Mitch's win, was Lucas Hatton's overhead medley. So I'm glad we got to look at that. Timber carry, Evan did really well with this. He's like super high energy. Let's see, Trey Mitchell. Let's see, he has really good static strength. Timber trial, not the best show for Tom, but I don't know if the Arnold is very well suited for him anyway. Be keeping an eye on him here this year. See how it goes. Tom is also he's the kind of competitor where he either like has it or he doesn't. Oh yeah, Austin Andrade's stone to shoulder. That was cool. I don't think we have that. Austin Andrade. Strongman. Let's do Arnold. 2025. He does the devil horns a lot. We'll do big jerk, big joik. No, the stone shoulder. Yeah, we can just skip to the end.
This is one of his
And
strengths.
we'll get moving on here soon.
Last year, Nick Guardione competed in the amateur Arnold.
I'll be able
won
to
the final event there, which
get
was
my- actually, I think he like went.
heavy
I think he went
sandbag to shoulder. He's good at these type of events.
Well, that's a 405-pound, 184-kilo stone, and did not get the down
Man, Tom is really good at stones too.
Finish strong with these stones.
We'll watch Tom's. We'll watch Tom's and we'll watch Austin's. He's like really well known for his stones, his stone loading.
Stolman is going to start on that 405-pound stone.
Go, Tom. I see it. Oh, nice, easy extension. Come on, stabilize it.
Mm-hmm.
Still waiting on the down signal.
He's probably not used to having to stabilize it at the top.
First rep with the 400-pound stone.
400 tacky towel.
Stolman 7th place overall, but has really had a good day
No
too.
tacky this year,
4th
just
and a
tacky
3rd so
towel.
far.
Which is hard.
Well, big extension. Really gets a really fast roll to the shoulder. Wow, even better.
Second rep is done.
All right, getting a rhythm now.
Arnie watching.
We'll put on a show here for Arnold.
Let's go, Tom. Come on.
The winner's name is Inez, and I knew that too. I don't know why in my mind her name's Gabby.
There we go.
I thought it was like Gabriella or Gabrielle. I don't know.
Oh, that touched the mat.
It touched the mat.
No, they're not going to give him credit for it. I don't think it hit a.
Oh,
That's a bummer.
Now at 405, 100.
That thing looks,
84 kilos.
I'm sure it's rougher than it looks, but it looks so smooth.
Gotta be careful.
Oh, it's, yeah, you can
Gets
see.
the down signal.
I think he just barely missed that down signal. I think that should have
They're not going to
counted.
give him credit for it. I don't think it hit enough. That was Stolman a good job of getting his.
I don't
right
know. That might be
hand out of the way of that
controversial yet
thing.
brave. I think that should have counted.
We're still at 2 good reps. 20 seconds to
Time
go.
for one more.
Come on, Tom. This roll is so easy for him.
There you
Just
go.
get
Oh,
stabilized.
dang. That's it,
Good
yeah.
for the Albatross. But
Amazing effort there.
great showing from him as he continues a
Man, I think
really
that third should
solid
have counted.
second day of competition. Currently our leader with 20
I'm
points.
sure.
2
I'm
good
sure
reps
the
at
guy was
405.
just about to
So
give him
close
the
with
down
that third rep as
Oh,
well.
man.
Here we go, and then I believe, yeah, that's
Place.
Austin.
6th place
So we get to watch this.
overall. For Austin
We'll go
Andrade
over the
making his first
women's
appearance at the
super
Arnold
briefly.
Strongman Classic. He has 28.5 points, so he's 9 back of a spot in the podium on the podium.
Very close between him.
Because I did
Evans,
watch
and
a lot of
Trey
the
Mitchell.
women's. I
Only
think
2
I
points
watched all of like
separating those
1 or 2
three
events.
athletes. Lots still to fight for.
Still very much in contention for a top 5 finish. And Andrade will get to work on the 405-pound stone.
And one easy.
That's one good rep.
Really used that big barrel chest well there to kind of balance the stone.
Use it as a shelf.
Tom was a lot more explosive through that hip extension.
Yeah, that was really
It's
fast.
interesting watching the different techniques that people
It's kind of
use.
just like a muscle through on that extension when Andrade does. Kind of pull it on the shoulder.
This is working well for
Second
him.
rep is good. Still a minute 15 to go here.
Yeah,
Lots
he's
of
not even
time.
halfway.
go into the lead? Up to the chest, up to the shoulder. Can he get a hand away? Yes, he does.
And that's for the lead. 30 points now for Austin Andrade. 45 seconds to go.
There we go. What's the crowd behind him? Let's see it, Austin.
Let's go, Austin. Come on.
Leg extension up. Come on, get it placed. There you go. Stabilize. Hand off.
Yes,
And his training partner, Nick Guardiola, is in the background, going crazy right now. 40 points for Austin Andrade.
Up until then, like, you know, he's the 5th one to go. So about, halfway. And 2 people zeroed. 1 got 2 points. 1 got 2 reps. And he got 4. So that probably felt pretty good.
That's going to be a tough mark to beat.
That's a huge...
Okay, that was the other performance I thought was cool. Now, for the women's, I have 2 highlights I want to go over, as well as just like women's strongman, Arnold 2025. I don't think any of them are like on socials like that. Is this? Yeah, freaking. Let's see. So, biggest thing with the women's, Inez won, which she won something else recently. She either won like a Rogue Invitational, or I don't know if Strongest Man on Earth had women this year, but she won something recently. And Olga came in 2nd. Let me see. Big jerk. Yes, this is the one where I had a thing to show y'all, a highlight, if you will.
Each athlete is going to have 4 attempts at 10 preset.
Now, my favorite part of the women's, I do want to say up front, my favorite part of the women's, any women's strongman, is I love seeing the variety of body types and sizes. You just don't get it as much with the men. With the men, everyone's just kind of big, and you have like different expressions of that size. You know, you have guys that are like, I mean, honestly, it really just comes down to, are you tall or are you short? The shorter ones are usually a little bit more round, and then the taller ones can usually kind of carry that weight a little bit better, but then they're just giants, or the Thors or the Bryans. Is this it? Right here. So.
Now Olga Lashuk.
You have Olga representing Ukraine.
Inez Carrasquillo to do a little extra work here to win the event.
A little hard. So she did the same thing here that Mitch did, where she just took an attempt just to buy Inez more time, and that is because it came down to literally just the 2 of them, and so Inez didn't have a ton of time in between her previous attempt and this attempt, so this was literally just to give Inez more time, because what they have to do is they have to change the weights if needed, reset the bar, and then you get a certain allotted time to make your attempt. So some of that weight change, along with the time that her actual attempt would take. So we saw Mitch do it once, right? And then now we've already seen somebody else do it. I don't know if that would result in a rule change. I mean, that's just good sportsmanship.
Olga appreciates the crowd support, feeds off of that.
Well, it doesn't look like she's going to make an attempt. Just coming out to thank the crowd. She's going to wind up with
thanking the crowd, you know.
Kilos. That would be good enough for a second place finish.
Hit a quick flex.
And important for Olga is that she could.
And we've already burned like over a minute.
Leaderboard after this event. Looks like that's going to happen. Now the question is, how does Inez's win affect her?
Which she has her hands on the bar too.
In third place, 27.5 points.
Well, let's talk about this too. How smart was this for her?
Yeah.
Because she didn't come out and struggle and try to catch Inez knowing she's not going to, and saved her energy because she's.
That's another thing too. It's like you get to take an attempt, but still you're not struggle.
She's not going to beat Inez on this.
Right.
And
So
that
smart.
last lift, you know.
Oh, and actually we get to watch this attempt because I know she gets it. Spoiler alert.
So yeah, very smart.
Versus Halfthorne did not get his final deadlift.
Well,
So yeah, now here they are having to reset the weight, which takes time. So already we burned 2 minutes at least, going on 3.
353 pounds.
No, it was actually a really good bit of sportsmanship there to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Kill a little time for Inez to let her.
And Inez is in third at this point.
You know, improve the record now. Right. What we're doing.
Up quickly.
Yeah.
This is a replay,
and then
even. That's not the actual attempt, yeah.
Got the crowd on their feet. Yeah.
Okay,
here we
are.
Come on, Inez.
Let's go.
Everybody's up.
Everybody's up now.
Come on. Easy.
And it's easy. Like, you see a little bit of stability. You see a little, like, it's short in the lockout. So could she have gone heavier? I think it's kind of hit or miss. I think in terms of the speed, I would say yes. Now watching her kind of like with the stability, but some of that too, some of that shakiness can just be nerves or like energy. So, she could very well have done the same thing with a heavier weight. Yeah, super cool. She totally could have done more. I don't have the clip, but someone asked, so this is 160. This is 160 kilos, which is 160 times, 352. She probably could have done another, maybe even 20 pounds. But I don't know where in the competition it was, and no one would post the clip, but there was a point where one of the commentators, just to like kind of fill space, was like, could we possibly see 400 fall like from the women today? And like you just hear this voice go, no. You just hear like someone like just no. And it's quiet, so I don't know if it was someone just like foot in mouth, like just knee jerk going no, or if and there was a silence after they said that, and so you could tell he went like no, and then like, oh shoot, that was an inside thought. But I could see next year her coming and doing 400 at something. Now whether or not they have an event like this. Now another interesting thing we'll watch real quick again is she's the only one who pressed it, who just did like a regular press. Everyone else did behind the back. I think that was because in theory with this movement you can do more behind the back. The problem with doing it, that's her again, so she's just gonna be doing it. We'll watch Andrea.
Come on, Andrea, let's go.
No, she's doing it front racked.
So far.
Most of the men did behind the back, I believe.
Come on, more legs.
Yeah, that was a very strict press.
I guess she lost her elbows a little on that because this angle looked like it.
I don't think she gets
out
this.
on it a little bit.
It's a fight, but you need people in your corner. I appreciate if you would get up for it.
Come on, there you go.
There you go. Come on.
Big drive.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
see, that one just
she
sinking
got
down
tired.
just a little.
Okay, yeah, let's see.
Pop off her back.
I forget her first name already. I've been so bad with names
fast.
lately. But okay, see right here, she's doing it.
Just not quite enough drive there. It's heavy.
Yeah,
She lost it, but you see that was behind the back. Let's see. We'll see.
1.5 pounds.
I just want to demonstrate the behind the back press.
Place overall.
Let's see.
31 pounds.
There you go. But that happened a lot too. You see, they lose it and then they just have to chuck it out front. Man, and this is first attempt.
Missing that
catch.
That catch at the top.
Yeah.
Come on. Catch.
There it is.
And she gets the down signal, so a great save for Jennifer Lyle.
Probably barely got the down
Lift
signal.
at 105, and then Jennifer.
Yes. Yeah, because you hear a lift like this is typically an Olympic lifter that's done this for.
And
that's Erin Murray with her good lift at 105, and then
pulls the bar forward.
Let's watch one more. It's Rebecca, I believe.
She's probably accustomed to a log press and axle press and stuff like that. And this is just a different movement that these athletes.
One of my favorite things about Rebecca is she's so like.
Rebecca Roberts out for her first lift.
Does not have
at 105
your
kilos.
like stereotypical like top strong woman
Rebecca,
look.
let's go.
There you go. That was easy.
That was
no
smooth.
question about that for Rebecca.
But
Roberts.
she is very tall. She's a tall woman. But so the benefit of going behind the back is meant to be that you you can just press more that way. It was explained to me. I don't super remember why. The problem is the stability at the top is very hard because it's behind you. So you see a lot of people having to dump it forward or just not even lock it out at all because they're not able to like stabilize it like right at this point to this point. So that is just something I observed with that. You can see like as it got heavier, a lot of women switched to the front rack. But yeah, there was that. And then only other thing that I kind of wanted to go over with the women's, so Inez was the winner. Stone to shoulder. We'll watch hers really quick. I don't even know if I'm going to have time to go over powerlifting, but I might just like kind of go over my thoughts and then I'll have to wrap for the day.
I think she's going to come right out and go after this big one and put on a clinic, I think. Absolutely. Because this is the last event. She's going to leave it all out there.
Push it to the limit.
Two good lifts for Olga Lashuk.
I'll be surprised if we don't see 3 reps from Inez right now. She wants to dominate, win this last event.
She wants to put the domination on
Let's
the
see.
dominator name that she was
We'll
given.
see the leaderboard here in a sec.
Just like she did on the push jerk. Yep. She went a little more. She had to.
She didn't have to, but she wanted to.
She wanted to. Just to show, hey, this is what I can do.
I closed out of that. That was silly.
I know Olga had a lot of ground to make up there, but I'm wondering if it crossed her mind to go to the lighter stone to break that tie.
I think she was so committed on going after.
Okay, so they'll show us our standings here.
Is going to attack this big one.
Had it been a different situation and she just needed to break the tie, I'm wondering if she would have thought about that.
Strong presser, resilient. I wonder if they submitted those or what.
Championship performance. First place overall, 5.5-point lead over Olga Lashuk, and she is on the 300-pound scale.
Okay, so far we have most of the competitors have zeroed this event. And then we have this baby stone here. We have this smaller stone here at the side. This is just really to prevent people from zeroing because they are only worth 1 point and the big one is worth 10. So it's really just to edge out the people, who otherwise would have zeroed. But even, they all had the option to do the zero and they didn't even get that. I wish I knew what the weights were, which they totally could have put a graphic somewhere just like to show what the weights were exactly. And even this is the men's. How much was their stone? It's like 400 or close to. No, they don't even stone to. No, they don't even freaking say. It's a mystery. Let's see, strongman. Let's do strong woman. I want to say at one point it was like women's strongman. Oh wait, okay, never mind. Hang on. I was gonna say, did no one post the results? All right, Barbend, I trust you. I don't know why I thought her name was Gabby. I might be mixing her up with somebody. So this is how she placed 5th, 4th, 2nd, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Stone to shoulder, strongman women. Surely they have the weight. Okay, 250. Any reps with the lighter alternative at 250. So 250 was the light one, which is pretty crazy. Dude. Stone to shoulder, blah, 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 blah. Plenty of fire. No. Nothing. Y'all are killing me. 2025. Arnold, Strongman, events. Well, let's do Strong Woman. I spelled Arnold wrong. Stupid. Why I gotta like hunt for this? Stupid, I hate it. It's heavy. So if this is 250, sure would be cool to know how much it was. Let's see if they say in the very beginning here.
115 kilo stone and a 297 pound.
115. Get the old calculator out. No, that one's... Because that's 253, so that's the lighter one. Oh, she is doing the lighter one. Okay. No, wait. No, that's the heavy one. God. No, this is pissing me off. This is so annoying.
Here's what's so difficult about this stone to shoulders. You have to have that extension, so these athletes are going to be leaning
Arnold.
backwards like that to try to get it just over the chest so they can roll it back to the
No, let's do
shoulder
Rogue.
and stand back up with it.
So Dixon really battling this 300-pound stone.
Okay, 300. That was my guess. I didn't know if it was 50 pounds more or 100 pounds more. Okay. So that one's 300, which is hard. Which is very hard. Usually, like, the men, like, a stone loading event, like, the men's first stone out of, like, 6 will be, like, 300. 3-something. 300 or 350. So, it was heavy. But, oh, yeah, only other thing I wanted to go over is... with the frame carry for the women's. Arnold, Women's Strongman Arnold 2025. I'm sure I'll find it. Timber carry. It's a frame. It's a frame made of wood.
Go, Sam. Come on.
There you go.
Sam is one of the lightest people here. We'll watch hers.
She's about a third of the way up.
I believe she gets distance and not time. Kind of how they do it is if you don't finish, they'll still take your distance to be able to like compare you against the other people that don't finish in the allotted time. Just picking it up is hard. It's hard because then you're gonna have people who are just gonna like sprint with it. Okay, let's watch. Do we not even have? Oh, they just fully cut off the first person.
Go, Sam. Come on.
There you go.
All right.
You know, mentally you're gonna get there.
Belly view.
Nadia Stowers. The third woman out.
So what had happened was Rebecca Roberts, who I believe won last year. If not, she's dominating. I believe she podiumed this year. If not, she got top 5 for sure. She ended up having to go twice because this was like, I think the most controversial thing. She ended up having to go twice because first time she went, one of the restricted or one of the, piece of equipment that wasn't allowed was this year. I don't know if it was this event or just period. Probably period was liquid chalk. So you use regular chalk to help with your grip, and then in, you know, the last like 10 years, there's been developments for like liquid chalk. It's less less messy, and it's more portable. There could be like, maybe there's formulas that are a little bit like stickier, tackier, but that I'm not sure about. But I'm sure they've developed something, and maybe that's what they're trying to regulate, is whether or not people can use like sticky liquid chalk. But basically, she used liquid chalk in her first attempt, and that actually was not allowed. So let's actually look. What was the timestamp? 20, pretty much 21 even. Here's Andrea. That's the replay of her. Hello? Is this me?
Here goes Thompson, looking good.
There you go.
I believe, yeah, everyone's gone at this point.
And Thompson is going to make it.
There you go.
Andrea, very strong.
Just inside 10 seconds.
But this is another one, like, Andrea looks very different from Rebecca, looks very different from Olga, looks very different from Inez. And I think that's pretty neat.
9.99 unofficially.
I just think that's neat.
Wow.
All right, so did they show us the standings? No. Okay, here we go.
Thompson looking good.
There you go. Nice.
So then they have her 30 seconds. Okay. So she did at least get to finish. So this is about the standings we had. Rebecca was in second at this point. And then they realized, oh shoot, she used liquid chalk, which I'm really curious at what point they figured that out. But they did let her go again. There was some, wait. Oh, no. I remember. The stream was having issues live at this point. And I was joking that it was like Arnold, like cutting the cameras dead ass, because he was like, no, they can't see. No one can know what happened here. But, and I joked with Robbie. I was like, what are the chances she does this faster? And she did. And they counted the faster time, which there was some controversy, like, you know, should they have counted it at all? Should she have just zeroed? 7 seconds. So she did it a whole minute faster to win. So she was in second and then came in first. If I'm Inez, I'm a little annoyed. But really what they should have done, probably, is this guy reminds me of the Cash Cab guy. I know it's not him, but that's who he reminds me of. But really what they should have done was they should have counted, let her retake it, but counted the lower time. Because the thing is, like, she did win she's a top contender, and if she did win the last year, I think backstage, one, they're making a split decision, but then they were probably like, okay, more people are probably going to be angry if we zero her than they are going to be if we, like, let her just, let her go again. So that's kind of what I think happened. I think they were kind of like, I think they kind of just, they were doing a little bit of PR, trying to keep the audience reception in mind, online and in person. I saw a lot of really good sportsmanship this weekend. I think, like, with how high the vibes were this weekend, I think, and two, like, you don't want to win. If you do win, like if you do beat Rebecca, you don't want to do it because she got DQ'd on an event. You want to win because you beat her. So now, am I annoyed that she got to go again? But at the same time, like, not even getting tired, but just the hand fatigue that would likely set in. And she she just went in. That is another thing that was pretty crazy. Like I said, just how tired your grip would get normally. But grip can be very genetic, even going beyond just your training. And a lot of your grip comes down to hand size. Like I have these little baby mitts. So I can only, I think for how small my hands are, I think I do okay. But, yeah, there's a large, or a lot of genetic components that go into that. But yeah, that's kind of, but at the same time, like, you know, she had done that, finished, and then you said, okay, we're going to take your slower time without telling her up front, hey, that's the plan. I think that's kind of lame too. I think, you know, if you're Rebecca, you're like, okay, fine. At the same time, though, it's better than being DQ'd. It's like, okay, you can either take a 0 or we'll take your lower time. But it's such a last-minute decision, like, you know, and they have such strict time constraints. Like, this put them behind for the following events. So, you know, they have such strict timelines they have to do everything on. So, I get it. I fully get it. But that was just a little bit of a controversy that happened. And then let's go ahead. We'll finish the stone to shoulder. I hate that I'm blanking on her name. I know she's someone. Someone's dog out there. And we'll watch Inez finish.
I think she was so committed on going after, because she knows Inez is going to
push to the limit.
Situation, and she just needed to break the time. Wonder if she would have thought about that. But now Inez Carrasquillo looking to put the finishing touches on a championship performance.
Open up the limit.
5.5-point lead over Olga Lashuk, and she is on the 300-pound stone.
There we go.
Easy off the ground.
All right, so yeah, up until this point,
Hand off.
Stabilize.
most people have 0 this event. So that's 1. Okay, and she only needed 1 to win. But you wanna do your best. It's the last event of the day too. It's not like you have to like save yourself.
Come on. Second attempt. There we go.
Loads it to the lap. She's actually.
Come on, get that roll.
Oh, what a battle from Carrasquillo.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Wow. So strong in that extension.
Strong. Strong and mobile. Do they give it to her?
That rep's not going to count. And that was.
She's done.
She's fine. She's so fine. But like, let's see if I would have given it to her.
See that?
Wow. So strong in that extension. Just muscle.
Down. I will say, I don't know. Maybe, you know what it could be too is, you know, even if you get the down signal, you still have to control it on the way down. That's a big thing in powerlifting. If you get, you know, if you go deadlift and you get the down command, you still, you can't just toss it down. You still have to control it on the way down. And, Cad, do you hear me yelling over here? You hear me freaking out? You hear me freaking out? Maybe see her. What is it? Hi. Is it Mama? You screaming? She said, Mama, why are you screaming? So it really is probably that she had to control on the way down. In which case, I believe it would have been the same thing for the other one. Hi. Yeah. What do you think, huh? What do you think? What do you think? Let me see. 52 times. Okay. Why? Okay, I feel fine about that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, let me lift it up a little bit. She'll probably still come back, but I think this is a good in between. Nope, she might be hopping off. You leaving, Mel? No, she comes back. Hey, what do you think? Maybe she wants to play with me. I am going to be wrapping up here soon. So with that said, let's go ahead. I'm just going to share my thoughts on the powerlifting, the powerlifting, open. Let's see, they might even have the results posted at this point. For this, let me see. We'll go meets. She's so cute. I'm fine with this camera angle, really. Do they have it in? I don't think they have it. I'm sure I can find it somewhere. Raw. No. Nothing. Let's try USAPL Arnold 2025 results. I don't mind. Takes time. No, this is still, do they have it? No, this is still bodybuilding. Let's see. Let's see. 2024. Looks like they don't have. Looks like they don't have them posted yet, which is kind of weird because it's Monday. Usually they have everything up by now. Arnold Sports Festival. Go to their Instagram. I'm not going to be able to look at, but so much. Who won? See you next year. Who won the women's? I'm not going to find out. They're going to make me click on it. I don't want to. You can't make me. Biggest thing. Well, actually, you know what? I'm being silly. I know that they at least live streamed everything. I almost watched it, and then I saw the lineup, and I was like, I don't recognize any of these people. USAPL Raw Challenge. That was another weird thing, is they didn't, I guess they just don't have the lifters for it or what, or they didn't have the stages to make it happen. But they just had like Raw Challenge platform 1 and 2 and then no prime time. So I just don't know if they don't have the attendance for it anymore ever since they split from the IPF. Men's Raw Challenge platform. And I don't know what the difference is. I don't know if they're split up by weight or if that guy looks like a Caleb Heron. Looks a lot like him. Ooh, is that picture me or them? It's colorful shorts. It's fun. Okay, so we're not like releasing like results or anything.
Coming on both platforms. First, we got Jason Moss on platform 1 who's actually pulling.
Okay, so he looks lighter. He looks like an 83. He could be anywhere between like a 74 and a 93, I think.
Jason Moss, 350 kilos.
A little shaky, but he gets it.
Jason Moss is your.
Oh yeah, front judge. Sure, why not?
We still got one more lift left to go, but
I don't know if this is. So I don't know if they split up platform 1. Now let's look at platform 2. So he looked to be like a lightweight to a middleweight. Let's look at platform 2 if I can even find it. No, because he's a lightweight. So I don't know if it's just came down to dots or what, but
sitting in 4th position, looking to move himself into 2nd provisionally if successful with this 340 kilo deadlift attempt.
Platform, and I'm really curious what the setup was. If it was like if platforms 1 and 2 were like really close, because in the past what they've done is they've done like conference room C is or ballroom C is where a lot of the primetime lifting happens, and then not even primetime. I really don't know how they used to do it, because you would still get like, and then you would have a stage out in the main area, and I think the stage out in the main area is where a lot of like the bigger names would compete, I think. And then I really don't. All I know is there was a time where like the best lifters were showcased, and they had their own thing at their own time, or maybe they did go in tandem. I don't know. All I know is like I said, I think they used to have more separation, and now I don't frickin' know, dude. I don't frickin' know. And like the USAPL has this pro series, right? And like you would just think it would be like the pros versus the amateurs, maybe even like you have the pro challenge versus the amateur challenge or something. Man, I'm really surprised they don't have those results posted. USAPL, no. Yeah, usually for an event of that caliber, usually they would have it posted by now, because this took place on Saturday. Yeah, it's the Monday after. But the women's, I think I recognized like a couple names, and then the men's, I didn't recognize anybody. But my big takeaway really was just how many people have left the USAPL. And let's even look, you know what we can do, even just because I like to have visual aids to go with like my thoughts. Let's go, can I just, yeah, USAPL. And we'll go nationals. Let's see Australian raw nats. I should have typed in raw nats. Let's look at this top 20 here. Like, I vaguely know Kate Cohen. Oh my gosh. PhD. That's pretty cool. So I know of her vaguely. Okay, juggernaut training. Yeah, I don't know like any of these people. So, and this is even the past year. Let's look at the Arnold. Arnold bench press, Pro Series bench, bench bash. See, yeah, they had, okay, so this is good data. Last year they had the Pro Series Raw Finals. So they did have like, so yeah, they have the Arnold Grand Prix, and then the Pro Series Raw finals. And they had the A7 Raw Challenge. So they just had way more attendance last year. So I attribute a lot of that to Powerlifting America pulling over lifters. I also attribute it to a lot of USAPL lifters, the top lifters just taking a break, like taking a step back from powerlifting. But like, even if we go, so this is Pro Series finals. Borenstein. That last name is familiar. I don't know if I know him. No, I don't know her. She young? Yeah, she's 21. Dominique. I know her name just because I know his last name just because it's kind of funny. I don't know how he pronounces it. Stupid. I should really log in. Yeah, Sean. I think Sean is still with the USAPL. I have thoughts. I'm trying to be nice. Sometimes if I'm being silent, it's just because I'm trying to be nice. I'm like, don't say it. I do not know these people. Like, I know this name. I know Leanna Lay. Anis Ambar, like, I know that name. Who else did I recognize vaguely? Cal De Leon. I don't know where I know that name from. This pop up just every time. But yeah, so they've just really lost. All right, this last one I'm going to look at, I promise. So I feel like they've just lost. I think this is a different last name. Is she getting married? Jasmine, though, she's been top level for a really long time. Jasmine, what was the last time she competed? Okay, last time she competed was, I'm stretching out. I was sitting in a really bad position. I was like sitting on my hip for a while, so now it's all tight. Okay, so she hasn't competed since late last year. Game day winter is coming. So that's USAPL. I don't know if that was, and I can even check. Let me see, 2024. Yeah, Pro Series finals. Let's see. Game day. Oh, that's game day barbell. Winter is coming. I don't know. Okay, cool. I don't know if this is like a major event. Let's see. Let me look at who competed at it. Let's see. Oh, Sean, sure. Sean Mills, Wheeze. Yeah, so there's like a couple old guard. Okay, cool. Sorry, I've gotten correspondence about the food order. Okay. Yeah, so we've just lost a lot of Crispin. We've just lost a lot of like the old guard here to Powerlifting America. You know what? Speaking of, let's go ahead. Let's do Powerlifting America. If I can even, this might be a little bit harder to find. United States. International, no. I want the US. All right. Why is the UK at the top? Is like US at the bottom? Am I smoking crack? Hang on. International. USA. Okay, I just went past it. P for Powerlifting America. Right? That's the affiliate, no? Or maybe it's under IPF. There's IPA. Dude, am I smoking crack? My eyes just not work? No, here's the IPA. No, you know what? There you are. AMP. That's right. And then there's IPF. It's weird. Because a lot of them are like IPA was like IPA, USAPL. This is AMA or AMP and then IPF at the end. Okay. So I don't know what their big, is it just called nationals? There's bench press nationals. University, classic raw open nationals. So that's probably, oh, that's coming. They have one coming up. I might watch it. Let me just make sure. High school nationals, equipped, classic junior. This is just nationals. Oh, this is 2022. Okay. Yeah, classic raw open nationals. Okay, yeah. Austin Perkins, Bob Matthews, Megan Scanlon, Jessica Espinal, Russell Reed. Now I'm just reading. Alexis Jones, Ashton Rauska, Brandon Petrie, Gavin Aiden. Everybody. Most of. Why do you get Comic Sans? Why do you, Jacqueline, you dog. I am Pizza Princess. I like that. I'll probably follow her. That's so funny. Just everyone is just the regular font and she's just Comic Sans. So yeah, that is my big takeaway. Everyone's left. I did in this one video I did say view your channel. It's an unlisted video. Shameless plug. 31 views on this video, by the way. Not bad. I'll take it. For just a Wednesday afternoon. And there was copywritten music on it. Got distracted talking about myself. I apologize. When I don't see, if y'all ever see me get derailed, and this is part of the ADHD experience, if you ever see me get derailed, it's because what I'm looking for was not immediately present to me, and my brain just like, bzz, it just 377 on this. Clickbait wins. Anyway, focus. No, it's under playlist. That's the problem. It's the same thing. Like if I go to the fridge to like look for something that I want, I don't see it immediately. My brain is just like, it's like I'm a sim, dude. Oh no, you're going to see all my all my things. All my playlists. Is there anything? Some of these are old. Okay. Anyway, embarrassing. Okay, hold on. I like this short.
I think one of the things that is the hardest thing about being a director, that there's that moment where you, at least when you're beginning, and you really want to, because you do, it's like a family, and you want to keep everybody in the family happy, and you want everybody in the family to take care of each other, and you feel that you are the one who's being, taken to places ahead of the family, so you better be responsible to everybody, make sure everybody's okay. And I think one of the hardest things is also your instinct to, when you have to push your family, just the way you have to push them to say, this is not going to be easy. When I first started, I wanted everybody to feel like this is the greatest experience and the greatest days of our life, right? And then I realized, you know what, at the end of the day, there can be days that they don't like me because I'd rather them not like me and not have wasted 5 months of their life because I want them to be proud of the end result. I know that real leadership is pushing people to do something that at the end of the day, they're happy they did and they're proud of and they're happy to be a team and work as a team.
This clip is like hard to find.
think one of the things that is the hard.
This clip is kind of hard to find, but if you made it this far in the VOD, it's a really, or if you're just tuning in, it's a really good clip. I think about leadership is where good leaders, they care about everybody's experience, but at the same time, sometimes you do have to be a little bit more. You do have to be a little bit more strict, or sometimes you do have to put your foot down, and because at the end of the day, it's about making everyone look good. And I think that's just really good leadership advice is you want to create a product that everyone can be happy with and be happy to put their name on it. So, and sometimes in the short term, it means not getting your way or pushing them a little bit harder, but then you end up with an end result that everyone can be happy with. So I really like that clip. But anyway, I was just going to mention...
I think one of the things that is the
I was just going to plug
that there's that moment where you
my unlisted video
really
playlist.
You do, it's like a family.
Okay, we're good. My unlisted videos playlist, which there's only one video in it, but it's a good place for this to live. Oh, this? My peak hair, my best hair ever. Truly. And in this video, I do mention that the USAPL won the Arnold in the divorce. They got to keep that venue, which is a really great venue. But it sucks because at the end of the day, you're kind of like, cool, we got to keep the venue, but we don't have any of the best lifters in the world. And so this is one of the biggest stages in America to showcase powerlifting, because you think about it, and sorry, I'm putting in my food order, because you're putting in, hang on, let me just finish this thought and then I can put this in. It's fine. Let me restart. It sucks. Because yes, you won the venue, which I mean, it makes sense, right? It's you were the American affiliate. Let me pull this back up actually, because like I said, I like to have visual aids when I do stuff. Aids. Arnold. We'll do Pro Series. Where'd you go? All right, one more time. It sucks. Because, yes, you got this venue, and, you probably deserve the venue because you were the IPF's American affiliate first. And, of course you get to keep it because, I believe... the IPF had either just established their American affiliate or they hadn't even established it yet before the next Arnold's came up after they split. So, it's like, yeah, it just makes sense that you would keep this event. However, the Arnold is the best place to showcase powerlifting, and I say that because in terms of in person and in terms of foot traffic and people who might have never watched powerlifting before in person, like that is the best place to showcase powerlifting. Because you have a lot of locals who just want to see the sights. And you have a lot of, you have a lot of people there for other things that have never seen powerlifting before, that this is their first exposure to powerlifting. And you do not have the best you no longer have the best lifters in the country at this event. And I think that's kind of unfortunate because, you have American Powerlifting Association, you have nationals, and then you have USAPL nationals, which I've heard that USAPL nationals is losing their steam a little bit, that people have been kind of disappointed with just the overall energy at the event. And the problem is you are going to that event for powerlifting. So if you don't know about it, you're not going to go. And if you don't know anybody competing there, or you're not an enthusiast or a competitor, you're not going to go. Versus just the foot traffic and just again, getting new eyes on powerlifting in person, that is the best event for it. And it is very unfortunate that we no longer have the best lifters in the country, like a high concentration of the best lifters in the country at this event. So that's kind of my controversial final thoughts here. But overall, pretty cool powerlifting or strongman. Strongman, really cool event, very smooth. A lot of really cool sportsmanship, some upsets in bodybuilding, some new faces in bodybuilding. But y'all, I gotta get going. So if you tuned in at any point, I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. If you watched the VOD at any point, I appreciate it. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, afternoon, morning, and that's it. Goodbye.